When most people think of North Carolina, they think of the amazing Smoky Mountains to the west, with its beautiful, twisty, scenic roads that are awesome for motorcycle riders like myself. And then, of course, to the east of the state, you have the beautiful North Carolina beaches. And the center of the state is very popular for career-minded people looking for a career in the tech and healthcare industry. But there is an ugly side to North Carolina that nobody tells you about, especially for bikers.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
If you want to get my gear like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet with auto tint shield, my favorite helmet, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe. All of my gear, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos. I was very close to buying a house in North Carolina. I'm glad I didn't. If you speed 15 miles an hour over the speed limit, not only in the state of North Carolina, but anywhere, you get caught anywhere, and you got a North Carolina license and you're doing over 15 miles an hour, they can suspend your license. Is that crazy or what, man? 15 miles an hour over. I mean, I've done that on my scooter. Gosh. I'm telling you, man, they're cracking down. They want to get some revenue for the state. So I'm forewarning you riders out there, and car drivers and everything else, you may want to chill. This may be a time for you to go ahead and get that Harley Davidson, man. You know what I'm saying? Georgia used to be the place where they used to really crack down on speeders, man. Man, when I went to Atlanta, you would think they were in a car race. People are flying by doing 100 miles an hour. When I was in North Carolina, man, I saw a cop everywhere. Everywhere. They were everywhere. They got planes. They got everything out there, man. They do not play in North Carolina. I guess they got cheap property taxes, but they get you in other ways. That's how I tell you guys, don't always think it's cheaper in another state, man, because they get that revenue, that tax revenue, one way or another, in another sneaky way. And like in Tennessee, they get your taxes out on your groceries. They charge you, I think it was like 9% or something like that on your groceries tax. That's crazy, man. But they have super cheap property taxes. But like I said, they get you one way or another. They always make it seem like it's a better deal in the state, cheaper to live, but it's not always that way, man.
Another ugly truth about North Carolina they don't tell you about is they tax you on everything, on your personal property, especially if you're a business owner. They'll tax you on everything you have as a business owner, man. It's crazy. Yes, they have cheap property taxes, but they get you everywhere else, especially with speeding tickets. And if the cops don't get you, the snakes will. North Carolina leads the country in snake bites, with people complaining about copperheads and rattlesnakes coming out of their garages. And also, housing is all-time expensive in North Carolina, with all the Californians flocking out to North Carolina and buying up the real estate and running the prices up. No more cheap real estate deals in North Carolina. Also, the crime is at an all-time high throughout North Carolina, and insurance rates are extremely expensive, with car insurance averaging over $2,000 a year.
My insurance is dirt cheap here in Ohio, man. I pay for my car, my SUV, I pay about $120 every 6 months. That same car in Georgia, they want to charge me like $600-700, man, $600 and something dollars or something like that for 6 months. I'm like, that's crazy. And she said, that's cheap. I'm like, cheap? I pay $120, man. You crazy?
And also, you have to pay a state tax on your income in North Carolina, but they did reduce it from 5.25% down to 4.75%.
In Ohio, as a business owner, I don't have to pay state taxes here. But you got to pay the city taxes, but they're only 2%. But still, like I said, you add it all up, they get you one way or another, man. But I just feel sorry for you riders out there, you know, to get busted doing a measly 15. I do 15 miles an hour over the limit doing a wheelie. You know what I'm saying? They really get me there. And I know in Florida, they cracking down on wheelies, man. I think that's like a felony charge. You get caught 2 times doing a wheelie in Florida. They don't play, man. One thing that's really cool about Ohio is they're not that bad here. You know, you don't see a ton of cops. The cops a lot of times will let you slide because they ride motorcycles. That's how you saw. I was tearing it up in the park, and it's a 30 miles an hour speed limit there, man. I'm probably doing 100 miles an hour there, and the cop caught me, and he just said, "Hey, man, take it easy." He said, "I'm a rider too." You know what I'm saying? He even recommended that I go ride Tail of the Dragon. He said, "Man, you can really let it go."
You're flying. I watched you come around the curve there. Just take it easy, okay?
All right, thanks.
I ride, okay?
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm all about it. You ever been down south in the Smokies and that? You need to check out the US Gap in the Smokies. It's like this, but 10 times better, up and down, and you can glide on that sucker, and the road conditions are perfect.
I'm like, a cop's telling me that. I thought that was awesome, man. For those of you guys that live in North Carolina, tell me, man, is it really bad out there? The cops really bad out there? Do they really suspend your license for doing 15 miles an hour over the speed limit, man? Leave a comment below and let's talk about it, man. I just can't. That's crazy. What if you get busted doing a wheelie in North Carolina? What's the fine? What do they get you for that? I tell you guys, I've done a wheelie past a cop here and they didn't bother me, man. That's one reason why I want to stay here, man. I had planned on selling my house here and possibly moving to Georgia full time. I'm like, nah, forget that, dude. I like my freedom here. I can have my supermoto street legal here. That's $450. This is probably not legal in Georgia. They don't let you street legal a dirt bike out there. Here in Ohio, you can plate almost anything out here, man. That's what I love about Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And it's a red state too. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. Ohio's not bad at all. If you can, the winter's horrible here, but if you can get past the winter, it's beautiful out here, man. You got Lake Erie out here. Heck, I'm thinking maybe I might be boat cruiser. Think about getting me a boat, man. And that's something that I thought about doing, a new hobby. But I hear boats, you know, it's like a money pit. But I don't know, I never owned one. Leave a comment below if you own a boat. Is it worth it or not, man? But anyways, guys, I'm just trying to forewarn you guys. If you're thinking about moving to North Carolina, you might want to think twice. Like I said, leave a comment. Let's talk about it. Make sure to hit thumbs up. Helps my channel. Make sure to subscribe to my All in One Motorcycle channel. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
What's up? Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.